Horticulturists, welcome. Just down here at Jepp's Cross in the Garden Centre with Phil.
Hello, how you going?
My name's Sam, I'm the new store manager at Jepp's Cross. We're here to launch the new vertical garden bed range. Some exciting stuff coming along, Phil, for this one. Big range. And we've got a little competition we want to talk to you about as well as we go along.
Absolutely. So welcome to spring, I think we've got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, footy finals around, definitely means spring's in the air. I'm an Adelaide supporter, so I'm a bit down on it, but I'm really happy that it's coming into nice warmer weather as well, so that's okay.
And what's football?
Yes, exactly right. There's no football until next year already, all right?
Anyway.
But we'll get back to some vertical gardens.
Garden beds. As you can see, I mean, we have gone into September pretty strong with garden beds, mate.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks, we've seen stocks just pouring into stores. We are fairly well known for our 6-cell garden craft one right at the front there.
This little baby right here.
That's the one that we've done for a long time. And off the success of that particular one, you can see.
It's growing.
It's growing.
It's definitely growing.
So that's what Garden Centre's all about, growing.
And I know with this one, Phil, I think self-watering design, but you can also install vertical, horizontal.
Yes, so in terms of the framework at the back, you can mount it whichever way you need to.
Mix and match it.
And then the pots will just clip on as you need to do it.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So,
What's our little guy here?
Well, these are sort of like the cute new little ones for sort of around the barbecue or somewhere like that.
Yep.
So that's
Maybe somewhere close where you want to grow some herbs so you can just pick them and use them.
Spot on, and there's a few others that we'll go through in a minute, but you know, for what we do in terms of outdoor living, barbecues and stuff like that, these things just work remarkably well.
Perfect. All right, we've got an exciting competition. I think I said that, didn't I, at the start?
You said something about competition.
All right, what do we win?
Oh, I'd say a garden bed.
Maybe a vertical garden bed. Hey, here we go.
So maybe we can turn it up that way so that people can see what it is.
Oh, sorry, yes. Let's turn it the right way so people can see. So we have a green wall vertical garden bed. This one here uses 8 spots. 8 spots. Yes, I can see that correctly. But one of our newer ones from Holman, which is obviously a really good quality brand, been around for a long time, but venturing into this market as well, which is obviously a really expanding product for us. So how do you win it, Phil?
So we were sort of scratching our heads and what's the best way of doing this? So today we've got the new catalogue that goes out.
Yes.
So the beauty about this is just that the front 4, 5, 6 pages are all about garden. This is featured in this catalogue.
Yep.
What we need people to do in the comments is to tell us what page it's featured on. So if you can do that, and we'll go through and we'll draw a winner from whoever gets the right page.
Fantastic. My tip, don't go too far into the catalogue and you'll probably see it there, okay?
Good tip. So, I guess if we move on, we've got another little one perfect for sort of on a windowsill, you know, around the barbecue area, anywhere that you do some cooking. Self-watering, good little pots, perfect for herbs. We thought we'd give it a crack at trying to pot this up.
All right, here we go. See, normally you do this with your kids or with the other family and stuff like that, so that's why Phil brought me today.
Yeah, absolutely.
With his kids, all right?
Now, I don't know, I should be pretty good at this, so should I do this?
I think you should do this, yeah. Right. I'm happy to help you to hand product over. Normally what I say is I'm always happy to lift things and carry heavy things, but this today is going to be nice and easy, so let's have it a go.
Okay, so let's have a look. So they've got the individual pots to make this simple. You can see that they just slide in. For today's example, we've chosen we've got 10 packs of lettuce that are actually in catalogue, cool. And it just works perfectly well for this sort of thing. These are little perennial lettuces. You can pull the leaves off as you need to. So if you wanted to add it to salads or just a bit of cooking and stuff like that, it's perfect.
We're growing some cos lettuce in the backyard, mate. Kids love it.
Really?
Yeah, it works really well.
Just watch out for the slugs and stuff.
Yeah, don't they? Hey, full on.
Oh, Dad, this is really juicy.
Come out. Those little buggers are everywhere. And my kids, they get stuck in, so they always want to come in and grab and stuff like that. Occasionally we do rock in and it looks like they're trying to look after a slug. And I said, we probably don't need to look after them that well. They can probably go outside.
Jelly beans. No, slugs.
No, definitely not.
So we've grabbed some soil. This is all pre-arranged. So today we're using some Brunnings Eclipse potting mix.
Yep, I'll show you people that one.
Yeah, great.
Be careful when you're lifting, of
course. You are the lifting person.
There we go. Eclipse, Brunnings product. Very good quality.
Yeah,
again.
So this is probably the best potting mix that we sell. It's a premium grade potting mix. It's perfect for, you know, flowers, indoor plants. In this case, we're doing like herbs and vegetables and stuff like that, so it's great for that.
We'll crack in.
All right, so let's open the bag up and get started.
Okay, mate.
Oh, you've already...
Yep.
I like this.
If I can find it.
I'll just get my helper to open the bag.
That's exactly, got him. Got your gloves on, Phil? Always wear gloves.
Oh, okay.
Always wear gloves.
These are ones I prepared earlier?
Here's the ones we prepared earlier.
All right. So let's hope these pull out just nicely.
There's normally a gentle tip with these ones when you're trying to get your lettuce and everything out, just a little squeeze around the base. And maybe if you can't quite get them out, you can certainly turn them up the other side and give them a slight tap.
Spot on.
Be careful with them a little bit, please.
So these ones have come out just nicely. So in terms of, yep, that fits just perfectly inside that pot. So this isn't going to be tough at all.
Excellent.
So if we just hold those leaves back.
Yeah, I can. Let me get those.
Oh, yeah, done that.
Yeah.
We'll just grab some
We're
potting
going to
mix.
show people what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of potting mix around it. Nothing wrong with getting dirty in the garden. Yes, that's all good. Nothing wrong with that at all. This is what it's about.
So a little bit more, maybe.
A little bit more.
Yeah, never goes astray.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Look at that. Just like I bought one.
Excellent.
All right, and then that should slip just into that. Look at that. So we'd finish that off normally with a little bit of a water just to hold it in place, but we won't do that because we'll get water all over the floor and
Flood it out everywhere.
and I'll have to clean up after. So yeah, so as you can see, pretty easy to do. Did you want? Here you go.
Yeah, we better have a go.
Yeah, sure.
This is to prove that it's easy to do for anybody, eh? Let's have a go. Thanks, Phil. And what are maybe a couple of the features of the little green wall planter there, Phil, while I'm trying to have a go at this?
Like we say, I mean, you've got the self-watering side of it. So you've got your little funnel here. You pour your water through. It goes through, waters all the plants from underneath, which is pretty good.
Yeah, good.
And it's got a little reservoir at the bottom to secure that water. Easy to look after. Easy to just put on a shelf.
Yep.
Doesn't take up much room.
And you get to get your hands dirty while you're doing it.
And how you going there?
Going all right.
Right.
I think.
Well, you know, all over the notes, but that's okay. We'll just ad-lib for the rest of it.
Exactly right. There you go.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yep. So the professional one.
Exactly right. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But that's how easy it is. So, you know, we'd encourage everybody to have a go. And like I said, you know, it's good to garden by yourself, but certainly much more enjoyable if you can get either your kids, your family, partner.
I tell you what, like get the kids planting these things up, man.
Yeah,
like,
they'll
that
have
would
a
be
ball.
so good.
Have an absolute ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So we said about some of the other ones that we do.
Yes.
So look at this little fella over here. I mean, this is good in terms of having something by the barbecue.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
how good is this? That it's mobile. It's got its irrigation built into it.
Yep.
So you click a hose onto it. It's got its little drippers. It
Yep.
waters all the plants. In this instance, we've got some potted colour in it, but
Maybe even a small courtyard area or something like that where you don't have a lot of room. So maybe bring it around the front.
Oh, look at this.
Easy enough, mobile.
I'm glad that didn't fall over.
Yeah, exactly right.
So yeah, so you've got some individual pockets here. You've got a larger pocket down the bottom, or two larger pockets down the bottom if you wanted to put something bigger in.
Yep.
And you can have something that sort of droops over, and you've got a little bit of room at the bottom if you wanted to sort of dress
Some
it
sort
up
of
or
hanging
put some
style
tools
plant.
or something like that in there as well.
Beautiful.
So great to just, you know, I've got the barbecue on, I'm just going to bring the herbs.
Bring the herbs straight over, mate.
Maybe you could
Let me flip some steak over and put something on it.
a couple of beers in the bottom, perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And then if you're getting serious, you've got things like the grow walls.
Yep.
Massive pockets. This is one of those ones that if you had a smaller yard and you wanted to have something different than like a hedge or a fence,
Yes.
you'd look at something like this. You could put some serious sort of like indoor or outdoor type plants. I'd go for a tropic thing if it was me.
Yep.
I think these buckets are about 6.5 litres, so a good amount of soil. You can build them up, so they're freestanding, but they can be secured to a wall or a fence.
Yeah.
Probably not a fence.
Yep, no,
'cause
no,
you don't want to upset your neighbours.
Exactly
but
right.
you know, you'd find a way to secure it to something.
Yeah.
And on this, you can build up. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels here, and that's the way they come standard.
Okay.
You can build across. You can build up. What they've allowed as well is there's channels in here, so that when it comes to irrigation,
Yep.
you just buy your 19mm poly pipe,
Yep.
and then you can put in an irrigation system that, I guess, suits the needs of the plants you're putting into it.
Yes.
So yeah, really sturdy. I'd like to say it's quick to put together, but it did take a little bit of time yesterday.
So plan that one, plan ahead, all right? It's
Mistakes
not like
were
IKEA,
made,
just with the old Allen key.
but I tell you, once you've got the first level done, off you go.
Brilliant. Got a solid base and just work your way up from there.
Yeah, just in life. So this is a great little unit for someone that's looking for covering or disguising a fence.
Yeah, and maybe even something a bit more yard space or an area that's a bit bigger for you can play around in versus one of our smaller sort of options here, which probably give you ultimate flexibility depending on the size and the area that you want to have it in. So
from there, we look at things like the garden up stuff.
Can you see those? Make sure you can see that. There we go.
So garden up. So you can buy this either as a pre-packaged, so you get the backing board and some pots.
Yep.
Or from there, you can buy the individual panels, you can buy the individual pots as well. This one is a little bit different to this. You can see a bit of the space, but this is perfect for those people that wanted to have something where you wanted to grow something down a wall.
Yes.
You can sort of set these up quite high. Things like string of pearls or jelly bean plants, things like that. Yep. You can plant it up, have it hanging over. Once again, full sun,
so if you want to hide like a really ugly looking wall, or you've got a dead space that you don't like the attractive look of that, something like this actually make it utilise it for something that's actually
and you can,
beneficial.
It's pretty simple to sort of take these pots away as you need to take them away.
Yeah.
If you needed to pre-grow something and then bring it back in, you can do that as well. So the pots just simply slide out of the brackets that they're in. So you could sort of, if you wanted to, pre-grow something somewhere else and then swap them in and out as you need to.
Cool. Yep. Multiple options, plenty of options you can work with, which is great.
So. From there, this is the one that we originally talked about, the 6-wall garden.
Yep.
This is what Stratco's been known for. You can see the way that we've put 2 units together here, and from here you could build onto it.
Yep.
Good little unit. You will have to. There's no irrigation system with this, so you will have to find a way of watering it.
Hand water.
But to be fair, there's probably people out there that would prefer to hand water a lot of these things themselves.
Yeah.
So that works for it.
Yeah, especially if you're using indoors and stuff like that, where water's obviously you've got to be sparing a little bit.
Absolutely.
You've got to be accurate with it versus not being that. So.
And then for something a little bit different, it's sort of like the mobile one, but this one's to be put into position and you can move it around a little bit, but it's not on wheels. And same thing, for this, you could look at putting herbs, you could put a bit of colour if you wanted to. Anywhere that you sort of need to brighten up a zone with some foliage, you can put one of these little units.
Yeah, even potentially like towards an entranceway of your home or something as a feature or something like that, if you wanted a bit of colour to make you feel happy when you walk straight in the door.
Not heavy, powder-coated frame and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about rusting or anything like that if it is outside.
Good.
And an easy one to plant up. We won't do that today, but maybe October.
I was really good at the planting, mate. What are you trying to say, Phil?
So I think that covers most of the garden beds that we've got. Obviously, we've got other items. We've got some planting stations and like that that we've brought in for desks and stuff like that. That's probably something for another day.
Yep. Probably the only other thing I can encourage, we've got fantastic people to work with all of our nurseries in all of our stores. And they love helping people with ideas. You come in with the idea, these guys will find a solution for you where they can. So this end of town gets me excited, and I had to come down here and ask all my questions. So we want you guys to come in and do this exact same thing. Okay.
All right. Well,
thanks, mate.
I think that's probably it for September.
That'll do us.
So will I see you in October?
Yeah, exactly right. Absolutely. If you'll have me back, I'll come back anytime. So thanks, Phil.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
See ya.